At last, the promise has been made. The reunion at hand may bring joy. It may bring fear. But let us embrace whatever it brings. For they are coming back. At last, the promise has been made.
I just saw an idle animation of Tifa, sort of just like hands behind her back, kicking the dirt. It was delightful. And I have been told by these kids about a dozen times while taking a break that I'm super cool. So I feel great. Hey, we're back with Final Fantasy VII Remake.
It's the fighter guy.
That is me. Hello. Last time we got out of Sector 8. We bumped into Sephiroth 3 times, bumped into Aerith once, saw ghosts, just actual ghosts. That was fun. So we reunited with Aerith after all this time, and then we made it back down to Sector 5, where we went to the 7th Heaven, and waiting for us on the steps was Tifa. Then the next morning we ran around, did a bunch of stuff around here, did all the side quests and stuff like that, hung out with Tifa. It was great. Cloud has begun to show that he is a human being. Can't wait for him to quickly toss all that goodwill away in a few moments. As we progress with the don't become a merc like me. Don't do it. You become a heartless bastard when you do. Anyways, hey, if you've been enjoying this or anything on this channel so far, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this just about every day, leading up to Rebirth. Episodes of... Nope, no, hold on. I made the mistake again. There's nothing else, just this. Just episodes of this every single day. And then also the DLC. We're playing on hard mode too, so if that's interesting to you, then stick around. Nope. Also, links in the description of things that I am doing, have done, or will be doing in the future. Also, me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support towards that would be much appreciated. You can support us by supporting anything on this channel, supporting the devlog streams, and most of all, supporting the Patreon. With that, let's keep going. There's a bit of a crowd building up over here.
Stay away from me!
It's freaking Johnny, who was actually in the original game.
Settle down now. Get off me, assholes! I didn't do shit! Shut up, punk! Or what, huh? Screw you!
It's freaking Yuri Lowenthal.
Somebody went and stole some blasting agent from a Shinra warehouse. So public security started asking questions, and you know how Johnny gets.
It's because of the reactor bombing, I bet. I could be wrong, but something tells me they're not gonna settle for just roughing him up this time.
We've got to save him, Cloud.
Is he Avalanche?
No. He doesn't really know what we do. But he has his suspicions. And he's a talker. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should go alone.
I'm coming.
Are you sure?
Yep.
It's the least I can do. Lead on.
Thanks. Come on.
Come on, Tifa. You've proven that you're okay with killing monsters and rats and dragons. Now how about we go kill some people, some human beings?
They come in and act like they What the hell, man? You trying to break my arm? Dragging me through the street like this is ow, cruel and unusual punishment.
Don't worry, Johnny. You won't have to worry about them killing you because I'll do it myself.
Come on. Let's get a closer look.
Is this any way to treat a model citizen of Midgar?
Model citizens don't steal blasting, Agent. So why don't you tell me why your ID popped when we were going over the warehouse logs?
Oh.
Huh? You got it all wrong. I've never gone anywhere near a Shinra warehouse. Check my ID.
Your ID was never lost, dumbass. But it never got you inside a Shinra installation in the first place. But don't you worry. We'll take all the time we need to help you get your story straight.
I swear. All he had to do was keep his mouth shut.
Yep.
Anyway, you distract the officers and I'll figure something out.
Yes, ma'am. I will, quote unquote, distract those officers with my giant sword.
Let him go.
Who are you? The cavalry?
Is that who I think it is? Oh, hell yeah! You guys really came to save me! Ow!
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
She knocked him out. That's pretty good.
Come on! Heads up!
It's on you.
Okay, let's go. Too late. There! Stop! Here! Keep it
Yeah.
up! Gotcha!
It's over.
So, is it over? Yo! Anybody there?
Johnny, so we
If
can
you're
get out of
there,
here.
then help me!
All right.
Now this is a moment that they added that is very interesting.
What now?
He's a talker.
Whoa! Whoa!
No!
Huh? You're not gonna... Hold up! Wait! Don't do it, man!
You want to live? Then get the hell out of town.
You got it, boss! You ain't never gonna see my face again! I swear!
Are you sure about this? It's a big risk.
I know, but it's fine.
And them?
No more. Cloud, you're scaring me. We need to go before they wake up.
It's such a heartbreaking line. So they obviously that's a new thing. That whole sequence they added, the whole sequence with Johnny, being ran out of town basically for being a talker. But to do that, to have you spend all this time with Tifa, and then you get the extra scene with Tifa after doing all of the side quests, you know, they have plans. They're gonna go hang out. They're gonna go just be people and like go hang out at go on a night out at the town, you know, have a good time together. And then Cloud basically says, okay, so I'm gonna kill Johnny now really quick. Johnny, who was apparently from their hometown, if I remember reading that correctly. In Steve's Absolute Guide for Final Fantasy VII, the original one. Cloud says, okay, I'm gonna kill Johnny. And she's like, no, we're not just gonna kill Johnny, because Johnny's just a dude who lives down here. And then Cloud's like, okay, well, what about the rest of these guys? And she's like, no, let's just go before they wake up. And they'll forget, you know, they won't know it was us or whatever. But then her line, the look on her face and the line when she looks at Cloud and says, you're scaring me. it's, of all the moments to add, it's so twisted, but it's so good, because, like, it gets the point across that, like, Cloud and what he has been through and what he is aspiring to be, especially now that we've played through Crisis Core, what did Zack do? What was Zack's job? You know what I mean? Before at the very end, before you said, like, we're gonna be mercenaries, right? What did Zack say? I mean, oh, no, not what did he say. What did he do? He was a soldier for Shinra. And what that meant was, and what did we do the entire game? What did we do for 300 side missions? We went out and we killed people. And we killed monsters, and we killed things, and we killed things, and we killed things to appease Shinra over and over again. We killed our mentor, we killed friends, we killed old allies, we killed everything. We went into freaking foreign nations and killed all resistance groups against Shinra. That's what Zack did. That's what being a soldier is. Being a soldier means going out and killing who Shinra tells you to kill. So I think, you know, despite how chipper and happy and goofy Zack was, it's important to remember that, like, that is also what Zack was. Zack was a person who killed many people. And that's who Cloud is emulating right now. So throwing that moment in to remind you that, like, hey, by the way, Cloud is a soldier and he's a mercenary right now, and this is murdering people in broad daylight, murdering just anybody who might be an inconvenience, is not, like, out of his... That is not off the table for him. And I think it's a really powerful choice to, like, get that across.
I'm worried about Johnny.
I'm more worried about us. We gotta go, right?
Right.
What?
It's just... you've really changed.
How?
I suppose it's... yeah. Your eyes. They used to be less...
It's the Mako. Soldier, remember?
I remember. Right. Back to the bar.
She wasn't talking about the color. I'm saying it. I'm calling it. She wasn't talking about the color. And then they use her theme to hurt me. What she probably meant was, your eyes used to have more life in them. They didn't look so cold before. I mean, it's sad, right? It's one of those things where it's like Cloud in that moment, Cloud realizes that, oh, hey, you know, maybe the way I act and my general disposition towards people and towards life is not, like, maybe that's not normal. Like, maybe that's not, like, a normal, okay way to go about situations. And then, from Tifa's perspective, she's realizing, hey, I was so happy to see my childhood friend. Really quick. Look at the dust kick up while we walk. What a little detail. Even Tifa. We both kick up little, like, dust effects. Really nice looking dust effects, too.
Why would he want to just up and leave?
And then everybody's worried about Johnny to add insult to injury. Well, like, again, I mean, it's a small thing. It's kind of played it for a little bit of a joke, but when Barrett says how, like, what's your,
Johnny, he's just exaggerating.
what did Barrett say? Like, what's your, "Oh, how old are you?" Right? And then Cloud says, "Oh, I'm first class." Like Barrett asks for his number, right?
Glad we no longer have a rat problem.
And then Cloud mentions his rank, and then Barrett's like, "No, I'm not talking about I'm not asking about your rank. I'm asking about like your age. I want to know how old you are, man." But Cloud is just like his brain is wrapped into something else. You know what I mean? He is not operating on the same wavelength as everybody else. But then Tifa in one fell swoop like realizes, you know, because they spend this time together and they're good. They have plans later tonight. They're gonna go do things. They're gonna go hang out like friends, you know. But she realizes like, oh, that when she asked about those like 5 years in between, and Cloud did not offer much information about like the fact that he just had to be working with Shinra and what that meant. I think she realized in that moment when he was about to just kill a bunch of people in front of her, like you know, without batting an eye about it, she realizes, oh, you know, this is my old friend, but he's my old friend. Maybe I don't know him like I used to know him, you know? Maybe I actually don't know who this person in front of me is anymore.
And here we are. You must be tired.
Same as you, I guess.
Could use a little something to take the edge off, right? How about a refreshing cocktail made by yours truly that you can sit back and savor?
Tifa.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit too. Hey, do you think you'll stick around a little longer?
Maybe. Work for a minute, build up some savings.
I see. So, what'll it be? Want to head back out for a little while?
Well, no, we did do everything. So, well, I'll say good idea for now.
Why not?
Just to make sure that we have done everything. Which we have, I'm pretty sure. Huh. Yeah.
I've chatted with that Barrett
Well,
guy a few times.
you want to head inside?
Looks like a real hard ass, but he's actually pretty chill.
Barrett is a hard ass, and he's also sometimes pretty chill. Yeah.
We're back.
Did you have fun?
Lots of fun.
Hey, need y'all downstairs.
Right now? Then the plan is...
Marlene, wanna go wait for Jesse out front?
Okay.
Looks like we're officially on for tomorrow night then. Gotta go over the details with the others.
Before you do, about my pay.
You'll get your money. So sit down and shut up until we're finished. Double time, Tifa.
Gosh dang it, the number 7 in this game, I swear.
I'm really sorry, but it shouldn't take much longer. In the meantime... grab a seat. What'll it be?
I don't know. Something hard and bitter.
My friend Megan sent me this clip. Somebody had posted this clip somewhere and then said he orders something hard and bitter as if he's not the gayest little boy ever. But no, like he orders it like but then he orders it. He like desperately is trying to be like the straightest guy ever, but then he orders it in the gayest way ever or something. And it was it just struck me as funny. Although to be fair, I do think that kind of speaks to like, I don't know, he's again everything about that's in Cloud's entire character is trying really hard. He's trying really, really hard all the time to look and behave and be seen a certain way. Do I believe that Cloud would drink something hard and bitter? No. No, I don't. I think Cloud's drinking mocktails. Like me.
Well, most people would say something sweet right about now.
I'm sure they would.
Ah, but you're a more discerning customer, aren't you? In which case...
You didn't even put a different thing in there.
Our house special, the Cosmo Canyon.
That's a nice touch.
Beautiful.
I gotta go. Enjoy.
Desperately trying to get back to when we were just flirting with each other right after after Cloud has actually tried to kill somebody.
Huh?
Hey, you see the news? The reactor bombing was the work of the eco-extremist group Avalanche. Public enemy #1. Gets your heart racing, doesn't it? They don't know our faces, so we're in the clear for now. But we'll want to capitalize on this momentum. Speaking of which, you coming on the next one?
For the right price.
Oh, you can bet I'll be pushing hard for a raise. Tifa will be joining us too, but I don't know. Even a blind man can see her heart's not in it. She was never on board with the bombings, so if it comes down to do or die, if I've got to put my life in someone else's hands, then I'd rather that someone was a professional, like you.
Could still kill some time.
You know, it is nice that they had Tifa actually do a bartender thing, considering it's she owns a bar. Oh, gosh, I love the way things look. The style of everything. I don't know, it's very, feels very Trigun here. Oh yeah, baby, it's dart time. Oh, single 7. Oh. Crud. Nice. Okay. I'm not doing great. Cool. Seen actual people play darts? It's kind of crazy. Oh. Well, that was like the bullseye of the bullseye. Come on, that should be like 1,000,000 points. Literally, it should be 1,000,000 points. Aw, dang. How did it go out? Literally, as far out as it possibly could have. Oh, right, yeah, because there's like different spots have like different multipliers and stuff, huh? So unnecessary to do that. So funny. Are you trying to get exact? Oh, I beat it in one try. Let's go. Wait. Oh, Wyody was at the top of the leaderboard, huh?
Maybe just chill a bit.
No, Cloud. More darts. More darts. One more round of darts. I've heard somebody describe this as like FF7 meets Yakuza, because I guess in Yakuza it's like it's all about like all the side things you do, right? Well, the whole game is side stuff, right? Essentially. And yeah, I feel like maybe that's apt. What's like the minimum? Then I get 2 more this round, and then the next round I just have to hit a 1. Gosh dang it. Oh, I did hit it. I still hit it. Boink. Nice. That's crazy. That's better than what I had before. Very cool. What's the point of being back here, though? Oh.
What was up with that girl anyway?
Oh, you mean the mysterious flower girl who pestered you a bit and then made you see ghosts and then ran away? Saying, maybe you're right, Cloud. Maybe you ought to worry. Maybe you should really worry.
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I feel trapped.
If it feels wrong, don't do it.
Guess that's that then.
What, they kick you out?
We agreed to disagree. So, you want another drink?
Tifa! Time to celebrate. Break out all the good stuff.
Oh, sure.
We won't be needing you for this next job. Feel free to look for work elsewhere.
Fine by me. That's how I like it. No contract, no obligation.
Figured you'd say that. Here, the rest of your payment, along with a little extra for your exemplary service. And thus concludes our business. Gonna have to ask you to leave now. This here's a private affair.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Sorry, I tried. We talked it over, but in the end, we didn't want to put so much on you. This is our fight.
Jesse, what's the holdup?
Be right there. No hard feelings, huh?
It's fine.
Let's talk more after I'm done here, okay?
Really, it's fine.
Come on, Jesse, I'm dying here.
I'll catch you later. Sorry to keep you thirsty boys waiting.
Avalanche!
This part, I remember this part really bummed me out the first time because it's like Cloud is
Keep it tight.
an awkward kid. He doesn't know how to be social.
More reason to live it up now.
He doesn't know how to socialize. He doesn't know how to make friends. He doesn't know how to like make a good impression of people.
It's been too long since we did this.
Not since we went on that all-night bender after HQ gave us the boot.
They did not.
And this, because this moment has such a, hey, you're like you're the extra wheel in the equation kind of a feel to it, which of course he is. You know, the circumstances are different. We're not all hanging out at freaking, this isn't the school cafeteria. We're not all like sitting at different like lunch tables, but it does feel like that, right? It feels like a bit like, oh, I'm just kind of the outcast drifting here, so I guess I'll just show myself out. And it's like, it's awkward and kind of sad, and like you can, I feel from Cloud that it's like, I don't feel like he's entirely happy with that. I'm sure, I feel like there's a part of me who was like, oh yeah, I mean, Tifa's here, and these people, you know, these people are all right. I wouldn't mind doing another job.
Give us the boot.
It was an amicable separation.
Don't take this the wrong way, but right now I need to spend time with the gang. Sorry, you were saying? Can't believe it's already been a year. I don't know how we managed.
Well, I do. It was you guys going above and beyond. Thank you.
No need for that, boss. We all knew what we were signing up for.
Yeah, but when shit hits the fan...
Yeah, and then even Tifa's like, hey, I need to hang out with other people, not you right now. And it's like, ooh, you're not leaving on a very good note, Tifa, but okay.
It's good to know you in my corner. End of the day, you're all I got.
Oh.
Happy to look out for you, like I know you'll look out for me.
So long as someone looks out for my stomach.
Tifa's got you covered there.
As a friend, or as a cook.
As if you really gotta ask.
Hey,
Right?
little guy, you need anything?
Yeah.
That tickles!
I guess it is kind of obvious.
You know, it'd be really cool if we could do this again tomorrow night.
Oh, we will. Avalanche!
Avalanche! You heard him, it's on for
Why
sure!
not every night?
Oh, no. You better not be about to ask for more money. Okay, what were we talking about?
You guys.
We'll talk.
Could get pretty dicey out there. Can't expect anyone but a true believer to stand tall if everything goes sideways.
What about you, Wedge?
Bet you could use a bite to eat too, huh? Let me treat you to dinner at my place. I can introduce you to all my cats.
Okay. Okay, Wedge, I understand.
But he was afraid we'd lean on you too much if we took you along.
Well, I am an absolute monster.
We'll talk later. I promise.
When the job's done, we're done. Your words.
Okay, I'll just show myself out. Ugh, man, it's got some real, like, high school energy.
We just hang around here till he shows up? Big guy with a
What's up
gun
with
for
them?
an arm?
Word is he lives in this town. Just shut up and wait. We'll find him soon enough.
Man, seems like the boss always gives us the most shit-tastic assignments.
Guess that's why we're paid so damn much.
Oh, right, this little detail, too, yeah. Because these guys
What are you
work with
looking at?
Corneo, I think.
We got a problem? What?
Hey, gang.
Hey, brother. You from around the way?
I guess.
Oh, this
No
song.
big man with a big gun strapped to his right arm? Heard he set up shop somewhere in the neighborhood.
That depends.
Ah, clever. Smell an opportunity to make some scratch to you.
500.
200.
3.
Whatever, man. Let's find somewhere quiet to talk. Walk with me.
Love the idea. Oh yeah, my job with Avalanche is over.
You looking at me?
Time to immediately sell out everybody.
Is he with them?
Move it! I said move!
What a great remix of the song.
Look at all these assholes staring at us.
This shithole's got nothing on Wall Market. Am I right?
Also, the way that they're like weaving
Word of
late
advice,
things that happen
Blondie,
down the
don't
line.
piss off my friend here. You'll be real sorry.
Oh, we'll
Unless
see
you
who's
got
gonna be
some
sorry.
kind of death wish, then be my guest.
We'll see who's gonna be sorry.
After you, brother. And don't worry, I ain't the backstabbing type. Most days.
Spill it. You know where the bastard's hiding, don't you?
I told you before. That depends.
Oh yeah? You wasted my time.
Shinra's time, you mean?
Shinra knows better than to stick its nose in my boss's business.
Like I give a shit.
Cloud didn't have to do this. Cloud cares. As long as it means he gets to beat the snot out of some people. Whoa.
You goddamn!
Ow, okay, there are people with guns here.
Doesn't get any better than this! I'll rip you a new one!
Stop it. Stop shooting me. Please. Oh, this would be good. Oh, I think I'm gonna die. Oh, I am gonna get shot to death.
That... Oh, you got...
You know, I think what hard mode highlights is that when you're, when you are just a guy with a sword and there are 4 people with guns in front of you, it's kind of not gonna go super well because they can like point and shoot you and then you die, you know what I mean?
You wish! You have right here!
Try this.
Okay. I gotta focus one. Focus it. Focus them down one at a time. Ow.
Let's be smart. Enough.
That's one. Okay, they like get like freaking zonked out on drugs too. Ow. What the crud?
So much for being mercenary.
Whoa, what? Oh, he just ran up to me and stabbed me in the gut and killed me. I just watched Gangs of New York. Kind of a terrible movie, I'm going to be completely honest. Especially by like Martin Scorsese standards. He literally got me in the, when Billy the Butcher's like, this is a kill. This is a kill. This is a kill, like just showing like where you stab a guy. The guy got me like that. That's messed up.
Eat this!
Are you out of your mind with the kick combos?
Come on, bring it!
How did these guys running up and kick? How are these guys running up and kicking me? How does it translate to just? I'm a little bit stronger than that, aren't I?
You serious?
Okay.
No! Tear you to shreds!
I'm waiting. Big man with a big gun for an arm, right?
Hey, it's
Why do you want it?
just a grunt following orders, you know? Nobody tells me shit. Let me walk away. Please!
This guy running up on me to stab me. You've got to be kidding. It's hard. It's hard to find a lot of people by yourself. But they all did the same hand gesture at the same time. Why don't they just start me at the beginning of the actual fight?
What the?
Oh, I didn't mean to use braver. What What the crap?
Here it comes!
You're already using the drug?
Better than this! I guess. Take that! This'll hurt! Like Roosevelt!
I said I'm right here.
I pressed Punisher mode. You're lying to me.
Let's see you dodge this!
Oh, it's like impossible to stagger these guys. Like that, huh?
Sweet dreams now.
Whatever.
Damn it! No!
See ya. Big man with a big gun for an arm, right?
Hey, it's
Why do you want it?
just a grunt following orders, you know? Nobody tells me shit. Let me walk away, please.
Come on.
It's over with this. This can't be it.
I won't give up.
Did I kill that guy? I did.
Still in it. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, you can't stagger them when they're on the drugs. Oh, kind of rough.
So if they weren't Shinra, then not my problem. Lesson 1 for life on the ground floor. Get some rest.
Not my problem, but you did come and guide him through anyways, huh? And take him out anyways, huh, Cloud? But no, yeah, sure, it's not your problem. What do you say?
I've seen them around.
Oh, hey! Thanks for helping out.
Thanks to the awesome new Merc in town, everyone's favorite.
Just imagine if rich people start.
My husband decided to go to the city.
I saw somebody mention that, like, when you're wandering around in this game, right, you can see kids
Was thinking I might chat up Borrow myself.
running around with,
She
like,
knows a
toy
lot about life and love, and I sure could
versions
use
of,
some
like big, like, soldier swords, except it's specifically the Buster sword. And they mentioned that it's like, oh, the kids must remember Zack coming through the slums. I think specifically in what is it? Because this is Sector 5. What is it? Sector 7, where Aerith is. In the Sector 7 slums, you can see oh, Jesse's here. You can see kids running around with like what is like 100% a Buster sword, which is not a standard soldier weapon.
Welcome home, honey. Took your sweet time. Psych.
Why are you doing this to me?
Are you gonna let me in so we can talk in private? Guess I'll get right to the point then.
Huh. What have you got there?
An apology for not getting you on the mission. Or not. What do you think it is?
A proposition.
Nailed it in one. Gonna have to ask you to keep all this a secret from the others, though. It's a personal matter. Something I need to sort out tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight. You and me, together. I want you to come with me to the Sector 7 plate. I'll give you the details on the way.
That's fine by me, but don't you have a pretty big day ahead of you?
I do, but if I don't deal with this now, it's only gonna get harder. Anyway, I can count on you, can't I?
Oh.
A down payment. Doubt we'll be back before morning, in case you were planning on traveling light. Make sure you've got everything you need before we leave. I'll wait here.
Oh. That's right. Yeah, there's an entire chapter devoted to a brand new extra thing that did not happen in the original one at all, obviously. If it was the original game, we'd be off to the second mission by now, like pretty much right away, right? Like I'm pretty sure we go on the second run immediately after we'd be, I don't know, if it was the original game, no, we wouldn't be out of Midgar by now, but we would be like, we probably would have already been like with Aerith, or we probably would already be in Wall Market by now. However, I don't think this chapter, to me, people are like, oh, this part is the padding. I don't see that. I think this chapter is amazing. Because it's literally a whole chapter where we get to just spend time with Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse, which is incredible, and I love it. So let's get going. Recording this in multiple parts because I recorded that with 2 whole other parts last night, which was the 6th, and tonight is the 7th, and I'm recording again. Desperately trying to avoid any sign or mention or thumbnail or video or image of FF7. Desperately trying to avoid it. Rebirth, I mean, FF7 Rebirth. I have blocked terms. I am saying not interested on YouTube. I am doing what I can. I will avoid it feverishly. However, if I do finish Remake / Intermission before Rebirth is out, the first part of the Rebirth demo is going to carry over, and it's the entire Nibelheim section. So I am very excited. If I get to that, I will play the demo then, and we will get an early start. Apparently you get something too if you play the demo, so that's kind of cool. But for now, this is what we're doing. Jesse. And then while Jesse is speaking to us, I am going to pop open my second boba, which is just black tea with rose flavoring. The classic. Milk tea, of course, with lychee jelly.
You all set?
Am I all set? Ready to go? You haven't even said what we're doing. Alright. Sure.
Awesome. Meet me at the station after dark. Don't be late.
Oh, she's so happy to see Cloud. I mean, she's pretty chipper.
It's just another job.
Is it just another job, Cloud? Cloud's got so many women in his life. Can't relate.
Tough break. They changed the times. Last train's already left. Which is why we borrowed these bikes. Need a lift to the plate?
How did you guess?
Easy. You've been acting weird. Like talking about one thing when you're obviously thinking about something else.
Yeah, and don't get me started on all that pep.
All right, I'll give you that. But how did you know I wanted to head topside?
The pep is
Was
a
I talking
facade.
in my sleep?
The pain.
What else did I say?
No, we just figured you wanted to see your parents, that's all.
Nailed it, huh?
Yep, right on the head.
So, seeing as we don't have any family of our own,
Ouch.
how about you let us be a part of yours for a bit? You know, spread the wealth.
Are your parents still around?
Huh? No.
I love
Okay,
these.
then. Guess you're all invited. Here's to awkward family reunions.
Yeah!
I love this trio so much. They're so good. They're such good friends. They knew the moment something was wrong. This whole chapter is amazing in my opinion. I think it's flawless.
I take it you boys have your brand spanking new IDs?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's lay down some rubber.
Crank that throttle!
Okay, you got it.
And the music, they start to have a lot of unique music
You
that was
hear
just
me?
for this.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I'm not going plateside for the reason they think I am. Look, you saw the way the reactor went up. It was huge, right?
Because of all the Mako. Isn't that what you said?
That's interesting because Cloud said it was the Mako. You said so yourself, right? He like reaffirmed it, but right here he said it was like the Mako, isn't that what you said? Basically saying, like, he didn't actually think or didn't really know if it was the Mako, but he was, like, laying on that assurance.
Yeah, that was wishful thinking. Deep down, I know it was my fault. I used a more powerful blasting agent than the directions called for. It had nothing to do with the Mako.
Let's say you're right. So what?
I'm planning on using a weaker blasting agent this time. But, since I can't get in touch with my supplier, our only option is to loot a warehouse owned by Shinra.
Shinra? Good luck with that.
With your help, we won't need luck. ID scan! Ready?
Gosh dang it. This game's so freaking good.
That is?
The fake IDs may have held up, but from this point on, if we get pinged by a scan...
They'll come for us.
Yeah, what he said.
Oh, man.
Just like that?
No need to worry. We've got Cloud, remember? Hey, you do know how to drive, right?
Soldiers get mandatory training.
Well then, you gonna take my breath away? Make my head spin with your amazing skills?
Don't blame me if you get sick.
Right. We've got company!
Someone's having fun.
How can I not? Pursued by villains, a young couple thrust together by fate race through the neon street night.
Get off.
Get off.
My hero!
Oh, you could actually just skip the bike minigame outright. Is it actually harder in hard mode, I wonder?
Streets of lethal force?
What, so you just pull over if they ask nicely?
Got a point.
See? So don't go holding back now.
Well, enemies don't have more health, but we might not have a lot of health either.
Have the cold-eyed mercenary's heart suddenly begun to melt?
Nope.
I won't
No.
forget that. Wait, is it just me or did he slow down?
Just you.
Think we've bitten off more than we can chew. What do we do?
Shut up.
That's some super
Shut
secret
up.
technique. You got a fancy name for it?
Of course not.
Cloud's warming up. You can hear it in his voice sometimes. I do...
Target sighted. Moving to intercept.
Oh, never a dull moment.
Got more company.
A-team's here.
I don't like the sound of that.
We're not screwed, are we?
Bob, we need help! Please!
Oh, oi.
You really are good at this.
Oh, that's not fair.
I suppose he had it coming.
Got him. I do love Cloud trying to convince himself, like, oh, you know, it's just another job, right?
I am gunning it.
We're good.
And it's like, no, there's something about Jesse that, like, disarms him.
Fair enough. All right, then. Do your thing.
Feeling good back here. Not much of a challenge, huh?
Oh, then I... Wait, how do I... Oh.
Pay more attention, Cloud!
How do I do a long-range attack? Oh, I
almost
see.
feel sorry for the other guys.
You have to use spinning slash? Huh. I don't gotta lose resources with that, though. Oh well. Oh. This freaking guy.
Soldier en route. HQ saying he's less than a few minutes out.
Copy. Think it's him? Well, the more reason to finish this quick. Get that kind of trouble.
I love how the Shinra grunts, at the mention of a soldier showing up, they're like, we need to get the heck out of here. We do not want to be here.
Make it look pretty Can't take her by herself.
It's running for you!
Oh,
That's an ex-soldier for you. Next to him, we look like kids on trikes.
You're damn right.
You're part of that we too, you know.
We made it! Woohoo!
Topside! Keep going till we hit the station?
No, head straight for the warehouse. Aww. Our magical ride is almost at an end.
Why are you talking like we're not here?
Because you're not.
Clearly we are.
I do love Biggs. This chapter made me like really love all these characters a lot more, but I really like Biggs in general, especially some stuff after. Yeah, I got you guys.
I'm loving this.
I don't know how you.
Screw this!
I feel like I always die at some point along the way, and then I have to go back to a checkpoint. I don't think you can go like no damage, right?
Time's up. Break off before he shows. Copy.
What's going on?
Freaking Roach. Is it Roach or Roach? And then suddenly, this game becomes something very different. Here's the thing though. Actually seeing another soldier, that's something we don't see till the end of the original game.
Who's this?
Too quick for the eye. You cross him, you die.
In Crisis Core, obviously.
Now, mind if I cut in? Woo! Splendid! I've been looking for a new dance partner. Private party, huh? That's
Oh,
fine.
holy
I'll settle for a
crap.
race then. Just one.
You talking to me?
I most certainly am.
Then no.
So terribly sorry. Your words failed to reach my ears, sluggish and slow as they are.
What's this guy's deal?
The lady's curiosity has been piqued. My name is Rose, but you may address me by the more accurate appellation. Speed Demon.
Heard that, huh?
My ears are attuned to the feminine voice.
Ugh,
Holy
he's the
crap.
worst.
Leave my friends alone while he's focusing Wedge down.
Contest I've been waiting for. Oh, that's the stuff.
What is he up to now?
Same shit. Being a dumbass.
Not bad. You have promise and an abiding affection for your mount. But one cannot simply ride one bike.
Oh. Wait, that hit me? No way that hit me.
True potential. Become one with the machine. Like this.
The fact that he's actually like using magic.
You might want to try using those brakes of yours.
Oh, which I'm totally gonna die.
My heart beats faster by the second.
I'm waiting.
Damn it! We're not gonna make it!
You're fine.
Good one! Too slow!
Oh, I think I got him, but barely. Oh.
Had enough?
Don't be absurd. As if I could ever grow tired of your company. Naughty, naughty! Until one of our flames is forever extinguished, our dance will never end! Burn for me! Vroom!
Like this is.
Oh, ho, ho! Bang! Come on, let's push it past the red line!
Freaking jousting with motorcycles.
Huh?
well. I do believe this round is yours. Maybe next time we can keep it just between the two of us.
Maybe.
Until we meet again, my friend!
Roach, they better put Roach in the new game.
We did it!
Go team!
Don't get too excited. Reinforcements are hot on our trail.
Imagine skipping this segment. Why would you skip this segment? I guess it's good that they give you the option, but come on now.
You failed the test.
What test?
Driving.
I'm great at driving.
Great at scaring your passengers, more like.
Hey, we didn't
Not
die.
used to having any.
Maybe you should just let me drive.
Nope.
Guess I'll take one for the team and be your back warmer again. Huh? Oh, would you look at that? It's the end of the ride.
I think that dialogue might change depending on how much like health you have. I can't imagine how you would have. I guess you do kind of absorb all damage when you block. Maybe I just didn't block enough. I don't know.
We'll go on foot from here. Don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves.
Hey, did these things leave a mark?
They got you pretty good.
Oh, and I'm running on fumes.
Don't worry, we'll top you up soon enough. Now let's roll.
Why'd you make half of Wedge's dialogue about how hungry he is all the time? Amazing section. Roach better be in the next game. I like how Roach took one look at Cloud and said, "You are my muse forevermore." It's... Again, soldiers are all freaking nuts. They're all like busted in the head.
Residential areas just beyond this gate. Mind doing the honors?
Also, I get the vibe from Cloud, like having Jesse like be super affectionate towards him. He's so
You've got an arm
awkward
on ya.
in a way that makes me feel like he just doesn't. Well, I mean, like, we know his childhood, right? He was not sociable. And most of his childhood was basically screwed up by him going and becoming a part of Shinra and becoming a Shinra grunt, right? So like, while trying to be a soldier, it's sort of like you get the feeling from him that he's not good in any social situation, let alone being shown any sort of affection of any kind, right? Whether sincere or otherwise, Jesse's kind of a big flirt in general, right? So like, whether or not she like really has like genuine feelings towards Cloud, it's kind of like neither here nor there.
Here we are. The employee housing district, where they put you when your parents work for Shinra. While their reactors were slowly killing the planet, we were living the good life.
I think it's cool that we start to get a vibe of like why these three would join Avalanche and join Barrett. With Jesse, it seems like Jesse's in general is a very guilt-ridden person. But then with Wedge and Biggs, it seems like part of it probably has to do with the fact that they don't have parents.
Come here. Ugh, no dice.
Wedge and his cats.
Someone's playing hard to get.
And also, we get to see a part of Midgar that we never saw anything about before.
Folks here must be living off 3 or 4 times what I do.
Do you guys even get money? Also, freaking Barrett. asking Cloud if he was going to be a good little loyal stamp, the mutt. He was talking about in this game they Shinra has like a propaganda cartoon dog thing that's like propaganda for Shinra called Stamp, to like sort of issue in, because it literally says Stamp supports our troops. It's like literally to like condition people when they're kids into like basically being pro-military, essentially, or being pro-Shinra in general, I suppose. But like getting to see this kind of a vibe, like a residential area, which we really never got to see much of Midgar. Even in Crisis Core, like very little. There was the one city section.
Still leaves the lights on every night. For the girl who only comes home once every other blue moon. Mom's an old-fashioned type like that.
Think she'll make us pizza? Her Midgar special?
She's quite the cook. Quick to whip up finger-licking food, even if you drop by in the dead of night.
And she loves guests who ask for seconds or thirds.
Dang, Wedge, she must love you. Sorry, you set it up.
You know what to do. Why don't you wait around the corner over there?
Okay.
It's a shame you won't get to try the Midgar special. You would have really liked it.
Well, good looking out, Wedge, but yeah, another situation where Cloud's kind of left out on the outside. Like it fluctuates between him being part of like a group, which he's not used to, and he's like, you know, kind of like starting to warm up to that idea very, very slowly. Like having a group, having a team, having friends, potentially, right? But then, you know, he keeps getting a reality check where it's basically like, oh, but you're just a mercenary and you're on a job. And like he even says when he goes in on this, he's like, it's just another job, right? Even though it's like, that's not entirely why he's doing this. Jesse hasn't even promised him like actual payment outside of like a piece of materia.
With your help, we won't need luck. You'll take on just about any job, right? Well, I need you to rob my house. Think you can do that for me? Go in through the back door when the coast is clear. The signal will be obvious.
Once the lights come on, it's go time.
Cloud says to himself and the cat.
Time to go.
Gosh, all the music in this part, all the music I'm pretty sure, I think the bike song was a remix of the bike fight song in the original game. Everything else though was just brand new music, I'm pretty sure. And it's really good. I love the vibes. The vibes are very different too from the rest of the game so far.
Inside, you'll find a room with 2 doors. Don't take the one in front of you. You want the room on the right. That's where you'll find it.
Sorry about dropping in like this again. This will always be your home. So, how's practice going? It's going. You get so fixated, lose sight of things. That's why I'm glad you've got a rock like Biggs.
Oh.
Always there, taking up space. Hey. Raised on praise, I see.
So that's where she gets it from.
The legendary Midgar special. Fantastic as always, Mrs. R.
I always keep enough ingredients on hand to make extra just for you.
Oh, wow. I feel like I'm part of the family.
Yeah, like the dog.
Dang. Jessie lying to her mother about being part of something else.
We'll be chatting Mom up in the kitchen, so don't even bother being quiet. There's no way she'll ever hear you. Dad'll be in there, but it's okay. I need you to grab his Shinra ID card. And yeah, I know I should do it myself, but... but I honestly don't think I'm up to it. Just do this for me, okay?
Now this is what I've been waiting for.
This isn't it. Jesse.
Oh, I like he actually like holds it up and compares her doing some sort of stage production, and then right below it you see her in mechanics garb, which is a nice detail. Obligatory, by the way. She has always been doing this kind of stuff, so that's why she can make a bomb. Kind of a deal.
What's this?
Oh, you know we're gonna read the letter.
Dear Mom and Dad, sorry for not getting in touch sooner, but I'm working at the Gold Saucer as an actress now. It wasn't easy, and I had a lot of help from people along the way. But I managed to land a starring role. And closed our 2 tickets to my play. Looking forward to seeing you both there.
Jessie Raspberry as the princess?
Is her last name actually Raspberry? We know who the princess is. We were a part of that play. I take it that is a big fat lie. Although her getting them tickets to go see it, unless she got them tickets knowing that they wouldn't be able to, because maybe this was before. Maybe Jessie did make it to the Gold Saucer and did become like the lead role before things happened here.
My dad, he was a maintenance supervisor at the reactor.
Thanks.
Maintenance reactor supervisor, and now he's in this state, which honestly, I mean, I don't know, the kinds of things that happen with jobs similar to this even in the real world that can put you in a state like this. It's kind of, you're just like not taken care of. I feel like this chapter does a lot of little good, like a wonderful touches like that to sort of like ground, a lot of like grounding moments in this world, or for this world.
Now that is a damn good line.
Showing another soldier, which is a very rare sight. Another soldier that like has personality similar to like Zachary and Jill or Sephiroth, Genesis, like a very strong personality.
Hey, Mom, how'd you get even better at this?
Showing what life at the top of the plate is like. Showing that there's a residential area specifically for Shinra employees. Showing the kind of things that can happen when you're working on these reactors working near Mako. Since we've heard time and time again what happens, like when people are exposed to Mako for like long periods of time.
Mission accomplished.
When are you going to give up on the Gold Saucer? How long has it been since you even performed?
A lot of people really rely on Jessie.
As a stagehand, though, right? You can be one of those anywhere. So why not come home and get a job at the Sector 8 theater?
I'll think about it. I'd really love to stay and chat, but we gotta go.
She must have... So maybe she did land a starring role, and then maybe she moved... Well, maybe she said, oh, I'm actually working as a quote-unquote stagehand now, after she joined Avalanche, maybe. doesn't her mom think it's weird what the three of them are wearing right now? Like, they walk around in these clothes all the time, casually. Like, that's weird. Right? Like, that should be weird to people, right? She's wearing, like, don't get me wrong. I was delighted when I saw that they were all wearing their original, like, outfits from the original game. They didn't, like, redesign them or anything, right? Because they're just so, I don't know, they're just so, eye-catching. It's just that, you know, Jesse's wearing, like a night chest plate with chainmail underneath it and a turtleneck. I don't know, like, it's just, it is weird. And also makes them the fact they all look the same with the red bandanas and stuff like that, wearing like metal armor and stuff like that, carrying around guns openly, I just sort of feel like, you know, if you were to start to try to piece together who the terrorist avalanche were, what their unit might look like, you might not want to look so, you might not want to stand out this much, is all I'm saying.
So soon?
Yeah, well, we hadn't even planned on dropping by, but Wedge wanted some of your famous pizza.
So good.
Sure I can't tempt you with some more?
Maybe just a couple slices, Mrs. R.
Wedge!
Hey, I'm doing it for you guys. You don't want me going to work on an empty stomach.
I'm planning on using a weaker blasting agent this time. Since I can't get in touch with my supplier, our only option is to loot a warehouse owned by Shinra. Hey there.
This it?
Now comes the hard part. I'm gonna use this to sneak into the 7-6 annex.
All right, let's get to it.
Sorry, but you're staying outside. Only I know what to steal from where, so it's gotta be me who goes in.
So, we came all this way just to eat pizza?
You think I'd let you off that easy? You're gonna earn every slice helping Cloud. Just do the thing where you draw everyone's attention away, like you did at my parents'. What's the word again? Maybe I'm more nervous than I thought.
Diversion.
Yeah, that. Nice one, military man.
So what? Does this mean we're gonna ask some Shinra folks out to dinner?
You know damn well what she means. While you're inside, we make sure the guards are focused on the outside, yeah?
Exactly. Couldn't have put it any better. When you see a flare go up, that's your cue. Rush the front gates and make for the warehouse plaza. The more hell you raise, the more time you buy me.
You're gonna run this guy into the ground, aren't you?
How much time do you think you'll need?
Not too much. I'll be in and out. I'll send up another flare when I'm done. We rendezvous in the vacant lot up ahead.
Hold on. How are we supposed to get back to the slums? Wait for the first train?
No. I want to be back before that. Don't worry. I have something worked out. Now, let's get this done.
Well, that diversion's not gonna create itself. Jesse's dad was in there, right?
Yeah.
Mako poisoning. Happened while Jesse was doing a show with the Gold Saucer. But what do you care?
No. I want to hear it.
Jessie always wanted to be an actress. Worked her ass off for years. Until finally she caught a break. Top billing. Parents were thrilled.
Oh, she really was proud of it, wow.
Right before opening night.
Her dad had an accident.
Collapsed from overwork. And in the worst possible place. Mako's storage. Lay there half a day before someone found him.
Oh my
Been
gosh.
like that ever since. No change whatsoever. That's what got her into planetology. And led her to seek out Avalanche. How far we've come.
Jesse's got a theory about it. Thinks her dad's spirit is stuck now, between his body and the heart of the planet. So if we don't shut down the reactors soon...
You'll get caught up in the flow and poof. What's so funny?
Just that I understand how you feel. Unlike most of the time.
I see.
That's a nice bit of dialogue right there. Okay, wow. So yeah, I didn't remember if they actually explicitly like set that up. Yeah, she was top billing. as an actress at the Gold Saucer. She was going to be part of like the main play they do there. Literally opening night, the accident happens. That's crazy. And then he was overworked. Very real, like very realistic sentiment. And then got Mako poisoned on the job. Also realistic. And then, but the fact that he was like laying there for half a day is horrifying. That like nobody else was around. To find him is just, but what they're saying too is, like a truly horrifying premise is the idea that like yeah, he's still alive, but his like soul is stuck between his body and the heart of the planet, because that's what happens obviously when you're close to the life stream, or when you come into contact with any part of the life stream. I don't know if that's actually what's happening to him. But it is interesting that she got into that in response. She got into planetology in response to that happening to him, and that led her to find out information about like the ancients and things like that, or not literally the ancients, but a parallel information about like the ancients and the life stream and things like that, and what Mako is and things like to look into it, you know. Which I think that's a more believable way to bring up like fun little like details like that, to sort of allude to things later on that happen way later in the game, in a more organic way. I feel like Crisis Core a lot of the time would just have random characters bring up random things as sort of like a way to be like, hey, remember Final Fantasy VII? And it's like, yeah, no, I know, but these characters saying this, talking about this stuff at this time, brings up way more questions than answers.
Mako's the essence of life itself, of memory and hope. It's not something you burn in a reactor just to keep the lights on. Hell no. Oh, don't tell Jessie about this little chat, okay? When she gets pissed, she gets punchy.
Well, no promises.
He's serious, Cloud. She'll beat the shit out of us.
Not my problem.
This guy.
Hey, it's the lot Jessie was talking about.
Oh my gosh.
We rendezvous here when we've got what we came for.
It's oh my gosh, one of the funniest lines. Listen, all right? Listen, all right? You can't just say a curse word and it be funny inherently, right? But when you use it just right, holy crud.
It's so quiet.
When she gets pissed, she gets punchy. Yeah, no promises.
Just need to get back.
I'm being serious, Cloud. She'll beat the crud out of us.
This gate.
Wait. Where are the guards?
Looks like someone beat us here.
And I don't think it was Jessie.
This had better not get in the way of our plans.
It won't.
If anything, it might help. If we get the mood change in the music.
Hey man, the plaza's that way. Warehouses are further in. Jessie's supposed to be circling around from the back, right?
No need for us to rush. Let's scout it out first.
I can handle this solo.
What? You're trying to keep us out of it now? Don't be a jackass.
We're in this together.
Don't expect me to save you.
If you need to check your gear, now's the time. Give the word when you're good to go.
You can use that vending machine over there to stock up.
Oh, sure, I'll buy myself a Sprite.
Guess there's a training center, too. Could go a few rounds before the main event.
Man, I get really hungry when I'm nervous.
Training center? I forgot about the training center. What's in the training center? That's weird. It's a weird thing. We don't have time for me to really go do things at a training center, do we? I think we're going to be fighting as just Cloud for a little while, so I think actually what I'm going to do, I feel like Choco just ain't going to do it. Yeah, I feel like we need some big curing magic. Aerith, we're not gonna see you for a while, so. Oh, actually, what I wanted to do too is equip ourselves a different sword, since we need to be leveling everything up. Reslot, and then let's upgrade it. So many more things. So many more things to manage. I love the new song. Oh, there's a brand spanking new one. Well, first off, actually, there's a lot of things missing on old things too, but okay, what do we got? Elemental damage reprieve. Avoid incapacitation once per battle. Does not work. Oh, that's really good. New materia, yes. New material, yes. Holy crud, wait, yeah, awesome. Attack power, yes. Move to some other things. Oh yeah, it's an upgrade that actually like connects to the two slots. That's amazing, actually. Yeah, more attack power. Magic needs to be used more sparingly anyways. However, actually, because magic is used so sparingly, you want it to hit really hard. So upgrading magic power is actually not that bad of an idea, but I'm okay with this for now. Man, when I go to freaking level up the nail bat, it's gonna be miserable. Nail bat's a very finicky weapon. It's fun, don't get me wrong. Okay. Anything we can do? Any other really cool thing? Oh, I could allow an ally to follow the leader's attack command with an attack from linked materia. Do not consume ATB charges. Oh, wow. That's got to be really good. I should think about that. Works with fire, ice, lightning, wind, poison. Huh. Neat. I mean, putting Chakra back on would be good because doubles ATB when activated, cannot be used continuously. That's kind of just a really good one that I haven't like touched at all. Can't use items, so that one is now officially useless. I have Deadly Dodge. I don't have... What does Tifa have? Tifa has parry materia. I only have one parry? What does it look like when Cloud uses it? Oh, he does flips, which is admittedly, pretty fun. Okay, well, I think a heal that uses no MP is good, obviously. I have lightning. This would be good. I only have one magnify too, jeez. I think if I move it, put steadfast block. That's really good. Blocking is super important. I'm starting to learn in these fights. What, and then I do magnify? Maybe. Because otherwise, like, what other thing was I looking at? Oh, I was looking at this. This is pretty good. Let's do it. Let's try it. Wish I had like one more materia slot. ATB boost. Okay, I'll just have to remember that I have that ability. It's cool that it's just like another. It's its own thing to do. And then really quick, let me look at my. Hitting multiple foes increases potency, right? Yes, triple slash is really good. This one's interesting, kind of niche. This one's just like a really big, a lot of damage. A lot of damage. AoE, like, yeah, just an AoE. Counter stance situational, disorder situational. This I use all the time. This is just this Braver is just a great, reliable thing. Triple slash is a great, reliable thing. You use these three things like all the time, pretty much. Oh, I actually did bind counter stance to a button. That was actually a good call because then it's easier to use it in the middle of a fight. Just have to remember to use it more often. Otherwise, I would probably replace Blade Burst with, Counter Stance with Blade Burst. Unleash a wave of non-elemental Mako energy at an enemy in front of you with a slash of the sword. Just have to remember I have these. Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, right. Refocus gives you 3 ATB gauges. Or 3 ATB segments, which is also pretty good. Do I not have... Oh, literally the only thing I haven't done is master 12 types of materia. What type of materia haven't I mastered? 4 different types? Huh. Noted. Okay, what the heck is this? Do we need battle training? I'll see what it is really quick, I guess, just to see. I like how this is really cool too. You can shut off magnify if you want, which is great.
Buzz off. You're done. Let's go.
Training bonus gained? What's the what's the training bonus? How have I gained it? Does my MP stay down? It certainly does. I love that
When
that
you need something
81.
at home or just need a bite to eat, vending machines can be real lifesavers.
Thanks, Wedge.
Remind me, you've got summoning materia, don't you?
I do.
There's no better way to deal with big groups. You'd be crazy not to equip it.
I'm all set.
Okay.
I can summon a dragon.
Let's go over the plan.
Biggs and Wedge are like, a dragon?
You start things off by cutting loose where everyone can see you.
And us?
We're the backup. First, we climb high enough to get a vantage point, then we go to town on them.
Oh, they put this here. Oh, I forgot about that.
Hey. So, what did you want to talk about?
I love how Tifa's head is like just the exact same as her grown up. When did this scene play originally? It must have played before the second run, the second bombing run. Surely, right? Yeah, because it definitely played in the Midgar section. I'm curious about that. I'm gonna check on that. Right. Okay, so yeah, when you get back, basically the scene where Cloud and Tifa are together after Barrett and Tifa and the rest of Wedge, Biggs, and Jesse, they've all had like the meeting about the next mission, the second mission. In the original game, Tifa comes back up and says, "Cloud, you have to help us with this thing. Like, we really, really need help." And Cloud's like, "No, doesn't have anything to do with me." Tifa's like, "Oh, but the planet, Cloud." And Cloud's like, "I don't care. You let Barrett and his buddies figure it out." And then Tifa brings up the promise, like, "Oh, you forgot the promise that we made, haven't you?" And then this scene plays out in the original game. I always get so the way events line up are so foggy to me. Probably in part because even though I just played the original game, it is quite a sizely game. A lot of little things happen throughout the entire duration of that game, and my playtime in that game, this second time I've played it, was like probably like twice the length, or probably twice the length of the original time I played it, right? So my memory is shoddy at best, which it typically is with anything. Even my favorite things, I'm like, I'll freaking forget things. Every time I watch Rocky, if I've watched that movie like a dozen times, I see new things in it every single time. Or I remember things every single time. So yeah, I like how they rearrange things though. I like how they sort of rewrite this as in Cloud doesn't want to be like a part of the second mission without the money. Barrett says, "Fine, we'll do the mission ourselves, because I don't feel like paying you anymore." And also probably because they can't pay him anymore. So he's like, "You want to go? Go." So Cloud goes. And so I like how they're weaving. Cloud's remembering the promise he made to Tifa about always being there, while being there for other people. I think other people who are involved with Tifa in this moment. We're all working towards the same goals, right? That is interesting. It's an interesting place to leave this, right? Because obviously the original game, Midgar section, very, very much super condensed compared to the fact that this is a 60-hour game potentially. I think it's cool though that they're using for adding an entire new section, an entire new chapter to the Midgar section. They're using what they're doing with it not only to expand on Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse especially, but they're also using it to give Cloud more time to come around to these people, to sort of make him want to rejoin up. Other than just having Tifa be like, "Oh, but remember the promise," and Cloud being like, "Dang, can't say no to Tifa." Of course, they could still do that, and I think that would have still makes just as much sense, because we've already seen that Cloud cannot say no to Tifa. So still would have worked here, but I think this is cool, having a separation there to have Cloud go and try to like piece all this together through external forces, not like from Tifa herself, like sort of like having these revelations on his own through other people. And then also just like having, because again, I even said in the last part, I think I was even like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the bombing one just happens like right after the first one. Like the second bombing one happens immediately after the first one. I was right. Yeah, you literally after that meeting, Barrett agrees to hire you on again, and then you immediately go on to do the second bombing run. So yeah, it's interesting.
When spring comes, I'm leaving town. I'm going to Midgar.
Oh, baby Cloud sounds so baby.
Should have figured. All the guys are leaving.
But I'm not like them.
I'm not like the other girls.
I'm not going to look for work. I'm going to be a soldier. The best of the best. Like Sephiroth.
The Great War hero, huh? Isn't it pretty hard to become a soldier?
Yeah. So I won't be back for a long time.
Guess not. Think you'll be in the papers?
I'll try.
Just promise me one thing. When we're older, and you're a famous soldier, if I'm ever trapped or in trouble, promise you'll come and save me.
Huh?
That's what heroes do. They save people. Please? Just once. Come on, promise me.
Fine. I promise.
It's great.
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I feel trapped.
That's the signal!
All according to plan. Let's go.
And the two of them are looking at, just standing there staring at Cloud, who hasn't been paying attention to them, who's just sitting there making like, oof. And it's like Cloud, are you with us, buddy, pal? Are you okay? Here's the thing. I don't. Everything does it, right? Everything will flash back to like, hey, by the way, if you're not sure like what we're getting at here, remember that scene that happened? I don't even think it was necessary here though to like flash back to that scene, because I immediately pieced it together like, right, I remembered like, yeah, the whole reason why putting that moment here is important when Cloud is doing this other mission or this other job for other members of Avalanche for that pertains to their next bombing run, right? He thinks about the promise he made Tifa, and the specific wording is super important and like and relevant to like right now, which is, promise me you'll come and save me if I need help. Because another new dynamic they added is, instead of Tifa just being like, Cloud, we could really use your help on the next bombing run, she's like, I'm not even 100% sure if I want to be a part of this. Like, I saw what happened when you blew up the generator. I saw the ramifications. Like, I believe in the cause, but like, I don't know if I believe in the process. I don't know if I believe in the way we're doing it. I don't know if I have like the stomach for it. And then her specifically saying, I feel trapped. When it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna have, because Jesse even said before they went down to have the meeting, Jesse's even like, bless Tifa, you know, she treats us well, she takes care of us, but like I just don't feel like her heart's in it, you know, and I just kind of feel bad for her being a part of this. Like she'll go along with it too, but I know deep down she is not happy about, you know, what we're doing, about what we're gonna have to go and do. So, you know, really could use you on the next one. That's why Jesse even tried to vouch for Cloud to have him come in so that Tifa specifically wouldn't have to, which was interesting, very interesting. I like how, I just really like how they structure that, like how they insert, like where they insert the new stuff, what they do with the new stuff, like what it pertains to, and then how they restructure other things around it. I think is just like really well done.
Yeah.
Now let's go kill things with a sword.
I don't see any intruders.
Maybe they went home.
Hey, over there! Target sighted! Light him up!
Ooh, a little scared. Biggs killed that guy. A part of me sometimes, kind of wish, I'm not saying, listen, okay, I'm not here being like, I want this game to be edgy and bloody. I want to see like freaking blood sprays, like Advent Children or something, right? No. I don't want this to be like a rated M game, right? But in moments like that, where Cloud's swinging this massive sword through a guy, through his gut, like, you know, there's just being some sparks and stuff. Very stylish, very stylized, but like the moments like that make me feel like, man, just a little bit of like ramification, a little bit of like you know, of a spray, or a little bit of like a blood splatter, just to sort of, you know, solidify, like, yeah, Cloud uses a massive hunk of iron and drives it through people. Let's think, you know, let's not shy away from the fact that like that is happening. But then again, of course, I don't think like having battlegrounds, like the ends of battles, be like littered and covered in the blood of your enemies. Like I feel like that definitely wouldn't fit the vibe of this game. This game has a very again, very Star Warsy action adventure kind of a feel. That kind of like classic sci-fi kind of a feel. And obviously, you know, in Star Wars, there's not like a ton of blood and gore and stuff. Very, very specifically, and I would imagine intentionally, when people people use laser swords and laser blasters, which cauterize the wounds. So there is what I would assume is intentionally not a lot of blood spray and things like that. That might have been to save on some effects and whatnot. There's like a scene where like when Obi-Wan cuts a guy's hand off in the bar. There's like some blood after that, right? But it's pretty gruesome, you know? But at the same time, what Star Wars does is Star Wars still features this, you know, they are laser swords, so people get dismembered, people get like lit up, and they have like giant holes in them. I don't know, some indication that like, some indication on the enemies to match what Cloud is doing. He is like a superhuman, like driving swords through people. I feel like there's just like, you know, just a little bit of a rendering to match that might be effective in moments.
Give up? Kill the bastard!
Wrong answer.
Send back up! Get him first!
It's for you! That's that.
Here's our dance!
Enough. I'm waiting. Whatever.
Unauthorized entry in 76 Annex.
Here's the thing. I do love that people go flying though. Oh, I'm so locked on. I was like, why can't I get away from these guys? Whoa.
Hostile numbers confirmed. Threat minimal. Engage them pursuit. Repeat.
Damn it! There's just too many of them!
Second wind.
Whoa, my gosh, that guy's voice in slow motion saying, eat this.
Bring it.
Still fumbling buttons. The deadly dodge material is really good. Cloud's like spin thing.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Give me a bit more time and I got you.
I don't know why that line read from Biggs has always stuck with me.
Putting up a fight, huh?
Oi, I very specifically wanted to stay locked on this guy for a reason. Oi, whoa. Oh no.
They won't get through. Gotta heal.
Wow, I'm getting screwed up. Oh no, Cloud. That guy keeps throwing high potions. You guys aren't allowed to use.
Still in it.
There's no one careful.
Ain't dead yet.
Not doing hot. Battles on your own are way more difficult in hard mode.
Let's finish this. Brace yourself.
There we go.
You're mine. Goodbye.
I got to literally just missile launch stuff propped up.
Good riddance.
Oh, ow.
Let them escape!
That did a lot. Ooh, okay.
Focus. Here we go.
Yeah, counter stance is very good for that. Oh, and it puts me in Punisher. That's great. Let's go Algid Aura as well, so I'll also heal off of this. Yeah, I don't know, something about how, like, coolly Big says,
Look at us, Amish.
give me 5 minutes and I got you. I think the voice actors in general just do really good. That's a lot of dogs. Hey gang, that's a lot of dogs. Hey, who let them out? Huh. How rabid these things look in this game. Oh, that is a lot of dogs.
Don't worry, I've got this. Catch me if you can.
That being Wedge's plan is...
Am I gonna die?
Oh, crud, Wedge. I didn't mean to pull those. That's a lot of dogs, Wedge.
Come and get him.
That's a single target. Nah, I'll save it. I'm gonna want that later.
Don't eat me! Please don't eat me!
Focus.
I have so much health regen. I think I understand what I'm supposed to be doing.
Midgar special? Don't fail me now!
Gosh, dang it.
Think I ran off the pizza.
Hell of a show, man. If only the ladies loved you that much.
I'm glad someone's enjoying themselves.
Of course they store mechs here. You ready? Hell yeah.
More than you know. Look what I found. Let's give these jerks a taste of their own medicine.
Oh, I do have backup. Oh, crap. Okay, let's go. Spirit Siphon.
Let's be smart. Focus.
Ow.
Not looking good.
Criminy.
That.
Oh, wow. I couldn't block right after that. Dang, those guys screwed me right up. Resume from battle. This battle or the first battle of the series. You will retain experience earned up to this point. Proceed. We'll probably just resume from this battle, right? Is that would we say that's like cheatsy doodles? That I need to fight all the Shinra guards and then the dogs and then the nah, let's just I got nothing to prove here. I'm already playing the game on hard. Okay. I love the banter between all the boys too while this is going on. Ow.
Steady.
My mind's real damage.
Just in case.
See you later.
Whatever.
Hurry! Lead the sweepers toward the mine.
Oh, Howard Charge.
Right there.
Go help each other.
Right.
And then let's go this.
Let's be started. So much for being mercenary.
Holy crud, that guy did 2,000 damage. Oh yeah, I would, if I started this back from the first battle, I would be here all night. I take my checkpoints, alright? Listen. I take my checkpoints. That's why they're there. It's not to give you that option though if you're like trying to do something. This is gonna be tough. This is actually gonna be hard.
Bam.
As much as it would be great to
Focus. That's it.
There we go.
You're done.
Let's do it. I need to get through some of this health. I need to get one down at least. Oh, I did it. I did get one down.
All set, ready to go. Bring him in, Cloud.
Summon now? Sure.
You're up.
I mean, come on, man. You get to summon a dragon that swims around and fights you. Like, it's so cool, man.
All right.
Ooh, cannot block that.
Pay attention.
Okay.
Double time. Come on.
Oh, cure is more than enough.
Gotcha. Here it comes. Going in.
Awesome. Hold on. There was Blade Boat Infinity's edge. Increases damage on stagger. Okay. I have haste up, so I should be able to... Sweet. Oh, dang it. It ran out. Okay, so you gotta have that set up like before. Ow.
Our best bet is to leave them towards the mines.
Just in case.
More health regen. The actual regen is pretty low.
Now that's what I call teamwork. Stay where you are.
This is one of the best songs in the game.
Shit.
One of the best moments in the game. One of the best fights.
All right, assholes, show me your hands. Well, aren't we having a wonderful time kicking the hornet's nest?
The freaking build up in this scene is so good.
You know what I want. A second dance. Just the two of us. You turned the key. The engine roars with excitement. It hungers to be set free!
Fall back. Right. Come on.
It's been a long time since I fought a duel out of the saddle. But, for all the miles on the clock... I'm just as fast as I ever was!
Getting to see what a soldier versus a soldier looks like.
Get ready. Sloppy.
This fight's called Ignition Plane, if I remember correctly. Oh, ouch. Okay, that sucks.
Let's be smart.
Ready?
Dice. Let's do this.
I told you we were gonna push it past the red line!
This fight is basically what teaches you...
Open up the throttle!
Ooh, dang. It's basically what teaches you to,
Let's do this.
Holy crap.
Won't last long.
To use Cloud's abilities, like to like swap between Punisher and normal mode, like more.
Shall I keep you company?
Oh, but pre-activated. Oh crud! That my Iron Sword ability saved me.
Open up the throttle! What a wonderful gift you've given to me!
No holding back. Try me.
Yikes.
Won't last long.
He's gonna kill me. Oh, I didn't die.
Oh, nice.
Open up the throttle! In the blink of... Open up! Marvelous! Oh,
Try
that's the
this.
stuff! How
You're
marvelous!
Please work. 8,000 damage. It worked. Wait, I can still do it. Die.
Nothing personal.
Oh, I launched him.
Well done.
Oh, it's such a good fight, dude.
Satisfied?
With such fleeting pleasure? Hardly. There are higher heights to which you and I can still soar.
Okay, boys, give them everything you've got, but kill the swordsman first.
You can try. That's a lot of sweepers. They're gonna kill me. I've already died to these things multiple times. I love how the soldiers are just guys. Freaking roach.
We really must do this again. Until then, try not to die. I'll see you on the road, my friend.
He better literally be on the road while we're out there traveling in Rebirth. Like, it's crazy, man. Meanwhile, being shot at.
God damn it.
Let's go. Right.
Run! Run while you can!
And then this is very interesting.
Your team shouldn't be here. Glad yours is.
Come here.
We get to see the other branch of Avalanche, which I think they...
Wedge will be fine, but you won't be if they start asking questions.
And who are they?
First guests to the party, another Avalanche cell. Our holier-than-thou friends from the old guard. It's always their way or the highway. Lately, they've been a real pain in the ass. Till now.
So then why are they here?
Beats me. We've been on the outs ever since our cell got labeled too extreme, though they're the ones running around with mil-spec gear. Word is, they cut a deal with Wutai. Promised them all the materia in Midgar, apparently. Think there's any truth to that?
You tell me.
Now, we don't know what... at least from what the things that I've played, I don't know what mil-spec is. That might be from some extended universe thing. I do think it's cool to show us that, like, yeah, to show us the other branches of Avalanche, because I think they're mentioned. I think it's mentioned that, like, Barrett and his crew got, like, outed from the rest of Avalanche in the original game. I think it's like, I think it's another, like, throwaway line. So to actually get to see them, I think is sick. And then to also mention Wutai is amazing. To mention that they're working with Wutai, or Wutai's working with them either directly or indirectly, right? I think they're setting up Wutai to be a more active participant in the world events instead of just like that optional place that you could go to. That's kind of a bummer to think about. Like that other island attached to the mainland that just got turned into a tourist trap after Shinra took it over. It's some big Hawaii energy. It's kind of really sad to think about. But like that's what Wutai is in the original game, right? Wutai is this optional place you can go to, you can learn about it, you learn about Yuffie and her family, right, or her dad at least, and learn about like what condition Wutai is in after basically losing a war to Shinra. But now in this game, they're kind of setting up the idea that like, well, no, Wutai's kind of getting back out there, at least somewhat. They're not like striking up another war, but they're sort of they're funding groups to fight against Shinra. Now, what I think is that Barrett and his crew are considered too extreme, but that makes me wonder. Okay, what is the older branch of Avalanche? What do they do? What are their methods, right? Because again, they're striking up deals with Wutai. They're clearly coming in and raiding this base. They were here before we were. We saw them, the dead guards, in the in the checkpoint at the entrance to this place. So it's like clearly they were around. Clearly they showed up, right? And we're doing stuff before we were, but maybe the tides have changed. Maybe they're seeing that like Shinra's reach has become too deeply ingrained in all parts of the world. They're getting too much power too quickly. So maybe now they're like now calls for like drastic measures, right? A really cool way to include that. Also, the entire section, the song Ignition Flame that plays, which is like Roach's theme. It's amazing. The build up to it, the whole build up to getting to see what a soldier versus a soldier looks like is amazing. I do love how all the other characters, even the Shinra troops, are just like when there are multiple soldiers about, or when there's even a soldier about, everybody just kind of backs up and is like, I'm not dealing with that. They just sort of like let Roach run wild because they all know. Which, here's the thing, in Crisis Core, they did do a really good job at showing the relationship between the Shinra guards, like Shinra's personal guard and soldier, right? Like, there was a pretty tense relationship there where they're like, we think you're kind of freaks who kind of take all the spotlight while leaving a path of destruction behind you. We just have to kind of like clean up after you, essentially. We just kind of have to like put up with your nonsense. And of course, like, why? But I think what's cool is that, because in the original game, you do end up fighting some like second class or third class soldiers eventually in certain parts where you're infiltrating Shinra locations. But it kind of feels like soldier is like this. They kind of make it feel like soldier was this big thing that was happening at one point and like isn't as big anymore, right? Because like, why they wouldn't be constantly sending soldiers of all things when soldier was like the main way Shinra would like take out opposing forces. The fact that you weren't being constantly hounded by soldiers was interesting. Was kind of weird in the original game, right? What I think would be cool is if going into Rebirth, if you're constantly having soldiers be sent after you. Granted, they also have the Turks, right? And the Turks seem pretty juiced up. They clearly have abilities. They're clearly like superhuman compared to like your average Shinra troop, right? But even they aren't like soldier level. It seems like they have some like tech. They're more techy, it seems. Or maybe they just use materia, because materia is like this widely known about thing that anybody can use. Just if you know how. So. Yeah, I think it would be super cool if you're like being hounded by like elite, basically like elite hitmen that are just soldiers. Because again, Crisis Core made it seem like Crisis Core builds soldier up to be this like they are the ones that Shinra sends out for everything and anything around the entire world, right? So like Roach should for sure show up in the next game. If Roach is just your rival for like for this entire trilogy, I'm totally down with that. Him alone is great, but he just he has a chaotic, like, demented energy. But like, I want to see other soldiers too. I want to see like other like named people come and try to like attack, like try to like stop Cloud in the group. But also, I think what this fight does really well is that like one, it forces you to use the mechanics, even on not in normal mode. Like it is a it basically gives you a tutorial on like, hey, Cloud has its other stance. It has a counter state. So like you should be thinking about that and utilizing that, right? Now obviously in hard mode, I have that and I have counter stance amongst other things, right? And like it gets you to think about like how and when you're using moves more, which is really cool. On top of just being like a really cool fight in general. I would say some of the best fights in this game are the 1v1s. It's where Cloud's fighting like another person, or like your team are fighting like other people. I'm hoping that like we get a lot of cool moments like that too. Don't get me wrong, I love fighting the like big monstrous things too, right? Those fights are a lot more hectic though. When you have like 3 party members and you're fighting something huge that can like hit you no matter where you are and do a grip of damage. That's all good and dandy. I think that I like the 1v1s where it's Cloud versus another person and you gotta like just focus. You gotta focus on like the fundamentals, right? Instead of just having to adapt to chaos. But yeah, I love this chapter. This chapter's great.
Sometimes I think we're the only ones who've realized the war's over. Okay, mission complete. Let's make our way back to the lot.
Right.
Looking a lot more crowded now.
Security's out in force.
Just what we need.
So, are we not gonna wait for Wedge?
If we stuck around or went back, he'd only get upset.
Why is that?
Because a soldier wouldn't understand. I'll tell him you're worried about him, though. Who knows? Don't just make it happen.
Many of our citizens have already been disturbed by the alarms. Squad A will set up here and search for suspects. We will establish a perimeter, roadblocks included. Contain the situation. Rumors of violence against public
You
security
made it!
will only serve to
Over
frighten
here!
people. You will tell any concerned citizens that this
Okay,
is a false
form
alarm.
up, let's go!
Could you have been any louder? I mean, it made my job a lot easier, but... Wait, where's Wedge? Wedge! That was close.
We'll go get him.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
A machine did wrap chains around him.
Come on.
So he's lucky he didn't break his spine or something. I think that line's interesting, Big said, because Cloud says, why would like Wedge be upset if we went back for him? And Biggs is like, I guess a soldier wouldn't understand. There's a couple ways you could take that, right? I think on one hand, it's like it's partially like you don't know what it's like to just be a normal human person and to want people to rely on you because you are extremely reliable. Like we have done nothing but rely on you for like the last couple days on extremely dangerous, tense missions. Like we would not be able to pull off what we're currently pulling off if we didn't have you because you're like inhuman, right? So like you wouldn't. So on one point, it's like a soldier wouldn't understand because a soldier is like built to be reliable, built to be relied upon in excess, essentially. So you wouldn't know what it would be like to be like self-conscious about how reliable you are. And then on the other hand, it's also like you don't know what it's like to work on a team because again, soldiers are like these just chaotic, singular people who like when you're soldier first class, right? If they want to go get something done, they send Sephiroth. If they want to go get something done, they send Zack. They send Angeal. They send Genesis. They send a single person with like maybe Sung and maybe a couple Shinra troopers. But also, if they send other Shinra troopers or Sung or one of the Turks, those people usually get, if it's an actual really dangerous mission, those people get taken out the game almost immediately, and then it's all just up to the soldier. So, you know, that idea of like, hey, we're a team because we're just normal people. We have to work as a unit. And when one person is going out of their way to ensure everybody else gets out, everybody else gets out. But you wouldn't get that because you're soldier first class. You are your own backup, essentially.
You get hit,
Just swinged, I think. Oh, shot!
Really? Let me see.
Are we seriously doing this here?
Yes.
That's... wow.
You guys are the worst.
Your ass is fine. Maybe singed, but the only casualty is your underwear. This is like a bruise or a mild burn at worst.
It's messed up.
Now that was a gunshot.
Is that a smile I spy?
No. I'm not having fun.
It's not safe here. We should go.
Copy that.
I love Cloud's like, no, I don't think Wedge's ass is funny. Shut up.
So, how do we get back to the slums?
With a little trick I've been dying to try out.
This is where they'd be hiding the loading screens. If you've ever played a PS4 game and you're wondering like, hey, why does this happen a lot? Why are there a lot of like slow climbing sections or slow sections where I'm like wandering through a crack in the wall? If you've ever played I need to stop pausing. I'm just walking around.
Coincidence?
All residents are to return to their homes and remain indoors until further notice. I repeat, for your safety, go home.
I heard someone say it was an attack.
Hey, it was those terrorists, right? There has been no attack. For your safety, please go home.
Oh, they were just lying. This old lady with her broom. I wonder why they're just straight up lying about the attack. Let me get my. It's Wu-Tai. Oh, do we got like xenophobic old grandma? It's Wu-Tai, isn't it? Let me get my gun. I'll teach him to mess with Midgar. Oh, crybody.
Right, this is it. Through here and we're home free.
Where's...
I killed myself a platoon's worth of them bastards back in the war? Holy crud, this is like some Vietnam era granny right now. Holy crud.
When we get there, you'll know.
Thank you for your service. Now, would you please allow me to escort you back to your...
My blasting agent? We should have everything we need for our next mission.
Sure hope so.
Yeah, me too. For your dad's sake.
Hey, what the hell, man?
Huh?
Cloud was just saying how he hopes to come back and...
I mean... no, Cloud didn't know just by going in there and taking the card. Yeah, he let that slip.
Try the Midgard special next time.
Huh? Cloud said that?
Sure did. Wants a whole pie to himself. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Really? Well, okay then. Maybe I'll lend Mom a hand next time too.
That'd be awesome.
Super duper awesome.
I'm being serious, Cloud. She'll beat the crud out of us. Oh, gosh. That's funny. Ideally wanted to pick up all the materia, because having duplicates is good. Oh, go ahead.
Should be somewhere around here. Bingo. I half figured my dad got it wrong, but nope. They're here just like he said.
Parachutes?
Huh? What do you mean half figured?
50-50 is pretty good odds if you ask me. This is gonna be fun.
You know what I also... I feel like what I also like... I know I've been pausing a lot, but I always pause in these games. You know what? If you've been around for literally anything I've played, you know I'm pausing constantly to talk about stuff. That's kind of half the point. It's fun for me. Let me have my fun. I also love that something they've continued throughout even this game, even the early stages where Cloud's like super hyper serious, right? Is that nobody lets him get away on his BS. Nobody's taking it. Nobody takes him seriously. Everybody freaking pokes and prods him and teases him and is like, no matter how serious he tries to be, nobody freaking buys it at all. The only person who was like genuinely shocked at Cloud's seriousness is Tifa, who remembers him being an awkward, like very like closed off young kid, right? So seeing him pick up a sword and threaten to murder a bunch of unconscious people, disturbing to her. And murder like a normal person, like a normal like person who lived in the slums. Just like mortifying to her. But again, everybody else is like watches Cloud mow down dozens and dozens of people, and then still like pokes it, freaking still like nudges him and teases him about stuff and cracks jokes with Adam and stuff like that, right? And I think that's good, because that's one of my favorite things about the original game, is that no matter how tough and serious and cool Cloud tries to act, just nobody is buying the BS. Everybody clocks him like a mile away at like who he really is inside.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you coming all this way with me. And like I said before, I'd be grateful if you kept this between us until after the mission. I don't want to complicate things.
Sure. Okay, who's ready to fly?
Me!
Hey, Cloud, you let him down gently, all right?
Yep.
The freaking like
Wait,
80s ballad.
One more thing.
Whoa! Stop it! What in the hell are you trying to...
Easy, you'll make us fall.
Not if you do first.
Swing by my place after, so I can pay you in full.
No!
Jesse's a psychopath.
Give me a minute.
No.
Why you have to be such a hard ass, bro?
I ain't your bro.
This is like 80s and like we're about to roll freeze frame and roll credits.
I wish I could have done more. Just got hurt.
You did enough. You took one for the team. Be proud.
Yeah? Yeah.
Feels like we're flying high these days.
Now, more than ever.
He's a keeper, all right.
Yeah. Together, we can take on the world!
That really breaks my heart.
I'll head home on my own. After all, I'm only a little sore.
It's cool. We'll go together.
Aw, thanks, bro.
Cut that out.
Cut that out.
This way.
Cloud escorting Wedge
Jesse
home.
and Biggs made it back safe.
I guess.
Cool if we check on them? We'll pass by their places anyway.
Sure.
You saw it too, right?
Right over Scrap Boulevard. First off, we get to see this place at nighttime. I think this is the only time we get to see this place at... Oh, no. No, there is... No, hold on. There's one other time. My heart. My freaking heart. Oh, yeah, we hit max level on Cloud. Only 50, which means this is where we... this is where we sit now. I'm wondering how things scale later on. I'm wondering if, like... Well, obviously our weapons can keep getting upgraded, and that can net us some more stats. Materia gives us stats. Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe we get better equipment? I don't know. We'll see. The music's great. Obviously, I love the, like, I don't know. the like 80s style like rock ballad thing that plays at the end makes you feel like we're watching like the end of a movie. Like, I don't like, it almost has like Top Gun vibes. To finish off that chapter is great. It makes it feel like you were a bunch of kids freaking sneaking into a place you weren't supposed to be in, even though a lot of guns and explosions and terrorism and talks of terrorism and things like that. Whatever. Normal like teenage and romp kind of stuff. But there's so much. It's so heartwarming and then also heartbreaking. Certain things. Cloud telling Wedge like reaffirming Wedge and telling him like, hey, you took one for the team, you should be proud. Like, doing that for him is great. Cloud being like, hey, I'll walk with you home. We can go together. And yeah, we can stop by Biggs and Jesse and make sure they're okay. It's like, oh, that's really touching. But then also, Biggs saying we're flying high these days. And then she's like, higher than ever. And then Jesse saying, like, with all of us together, like, oh yeah, he's like, to Cloud, like, oh, he's a keeper. All of us together, like, we're unstoppable. We can take on the world, you know? And like the music swells and it's like, oh, look at everybody's feeling it, you know, everybody's feeling good. Everybody's feeling they're on cloud 9 right now, right? And then you remember where things are going to go, and then you start to realize, oh, they put that whole chapter in there to hurt us. To really, really hurt us. It's like, it's masterfully done. Showing all these characters having the time of their lives, feeling unstoppable, just makes what's going to come so much more painful.
Think we'll have to fight Avalanche one of these days?
Oh yeah, they don't know that who's part of Avalanche. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I don't mind how anything looks during the day, but I think nighttime is obviously what Midgar is the iconic Midgar look.
You want to leave?
I'm just tired of being on the bottom.
Well, this is Big's place. I guess he hasn't made it home yet.
Guess not.
Hope he isn't worst casing it again. He's got a habit of overthinking things, worrying about all the possible outcomes till his head hurts.
Wouldn't have guessed.
And when he worries, I worry. Anyway, let's head on over to Jesse's.
No wonder I like Big so much. That's the most relatable. Like, we have the same trait, which is overthinking every little thing. Specifically, thinking of every single scenario, worst case or otherwise.
This is where Jesse lives. Men are not allowed inside. Lots of pretty girls trying to make it big on stage live here. So don't hang around or they might get the wrong idea.
Huh.
I'm telling you this for your own good, Cloud. People around here love to gossip.
They know about Jesse and Avalanche?
Nah, it's all good. They think she's an actress. Oh, and one more thing, bro. It's all a game to her. Don't fall for it.
You lost me.
Life's a stage and love's the play.
That's kinda.
Guys aren't allowed, remember?
Oops, sorry. Don't mind me. I'm gonna bust out a spell. I'm gonna freaking kill you, Wedge. I'm gonna bust out Thundaga and kill you, Wedge. Cloud needs me some women. Nope. Okay. Anyways, let's go, Wedge. Let's get you home, buddy. Buddy, pal. I do love Wedge being like, come on, like, why you gotta be such a hard ass, bro? To Cloud, professional killer with a massive sword, just not even batting an eye at him.
Hey there,
I'm not your bro.
Reggie, Smalls. Brought a new friend.
Bigums, Reggie, and Smalls.
These little guys are on guard duty today.
Okay.
Thanks for seeing me home.
Really sorry about your ass.
It's all good, bro.
It's kind of weird when you call me that.
Hey, don't be scared. Deep down, he's a big softie. It's okay. It's okay. Good job, guys. Great work.
Good job, guys. Great work.
I missed you too. Oh, Bigums, acting so tough. And you, Reggie, you are just the cutest. Aw, Smalls.
Again,
do you
nobody's
wanna
letting
belly
Cloud get
rub?
away with anything. Because everything Cloud is absolute BS.
Hey, bro, wanna chill with me and the gang for a bit?
Who's the gang?
The cats, dummy. Who else? Bigamous Rex, Reginaldo, Mr. Smalls.
Right.
Mind checking on the others again for me? Thanks. Oh, and have a good night.
Oh, that's nice. You too, Wedge. It's good. It's real good.
I'm gonna try to find some live-in work on the plate tomorrow.
I love Cloud trying to be like, hey, you know, it's really weird you call me bro, and then Wedge completely ignores him. Don't worry, guys. He's actually a big softie. Cause screw you, Cloud.
White is the way to go. More like
We need to check on the others.
Sure hope it'll be business as usual.
Hold on.
Give to be a cat. They can do whatever they want.
I want to talk to Biggs.
Me wanting to leave Midgard and...
Oh, here he is.
Oh, hey, Cloud. Survived the jump? How's Wedge?
He's fine.
Well, that's good to hear. Tomorrow's a really big day for all of us. When Wedge said he'd been shot, I was afraid we'd have to call off the whole damn thing. Heading topside in secret. Don't think I could have faced Barrett if something had happened. But Jessie'd been acting weird, and I knew I couldn't just ignore her.
Biggs.
She must be prepping the bomb right now. But will she be able to finish before morning? I should go and see if she needs any...
Biggs.
Huh? Sorry. Our chute was blown pretty far off course. It felt like a bad omen or something. So...
Get some rest. You need it.
Roger.
Night.
Night. And thanks. Really.
I love that you see Biggs, he's home and he's sweeping, and it feels like, what is he even sweeping? The dirt on his dirt yard? You could tell he's just going through this because he's thinking too much, and he's just sort of I do this constantly. I just get stuck doing something because I'm just in my own head, thinking way too much about things that are not real, do not matter. You create a sort of like trapped in your own mind thinking about stuff, you know what I mean? But I definitely relate to this. Somebody said something really nice to me. One of my friends said that they feel like I'm always thinking about stuff. I'm always thinking about everything. And while I say that I overthink all the time, they said that like even though while that may be true, the fact that I am always thinking or overthinking, right, is that they feel like I'm that's part of why I'm such a thoughtful person. And they said they felt like, everything I do is very intentional, very thought out, very intentional. Every little decision I make for other people and for everything is like very intentional because of how much I've invested into it. And that was nice. That felt nice to hear. Because, from your own perspective, any trait about you can just be a negative thing, right? Because, you're your own worst critic oftentimes, right? I feel like that kind of happens. That goes for most of us, right? I think we're our own worst critic in general. But it's nice to hear from somebody else's perspective, like, hey, that thing that you think is maybe just a problem is also maybe something that can be like a really great thing about you sometimes. It's nice to hear, makes me feel like me driving myself a little crazy sometimes isn't all my brain is worth.
Appreciate you coming. Tomorrow's gonna be a success. I know it. We've all put in the work. Lesson 1 for life on the ground floor. A good long rest will cure anything. Thanks for the refresher. Appreciate you coming.
Goodbye, Biggs. I like that detail about Biggs. I feel like they don't.
Scares me to death thinking there might be more to come.
I feel like they don't show that.
Probably go see Jesse.
They don't show that side of him often, but I do like how that's an aspect of him, because then when you see him in other things, like trying to be focused, trying to stay calm, trying to make sure everybody's sort of accounted for, you can sort of look back on that moment of him overthinking things and be like, yeah, everything Biggs is doing is him trying, has been thought out. You know what I mean? Even him being like, we need to leave Wedge. He thought about all the aspects of why it's okay for them to leave Wedge. He thought about how Wedge would feel about it. He thought about the fact that the old guard was there, so he would be taken care of. So they're not just going to be leaving him high to dry. They thought about we also need to personally get out, and us getting out will is going to be an important part of Wedge being okay. He had it all thought out before. Meanwhile, Cloud is just very tunnel vision. Cloud is well, the thing in front of me is what we need to be doing. Cloud is not extremely thoughtful. That's kind of a pretty important aspect of Cloud, because look, Cloud has seen multiple visions of Sephiroth. Cloud has had multiple brain aneurysms, and moments where he just kind of gets lost in his own head, and then he doesn't think twice about it. Doesn't like that. He doesn't dwell on it. He sort of just brushes it off and keeps moving. Right? He is not. Cloud is very, very specifically not thoughtful in any way.
Well, if it isn't Cloud Strife, was wondering when you'd show up. Without further ado, here you are. Thanks for stepping up, Merc. And now for the cherry on top.
Okay, I get it. Mind letting me breathe?
Depends. Mind coming over tomorrow night? My roommates should all be out for a while.
Are you seriously that desperate? Just let go already.
Only if you promise to come back tomorrow night. Deal?
I like the options are. Look at his face. The options are not happening and no promises. In the spirit of making sure things are as depressing as possible, because it just makes for a more dramatic story. No promises.
No promises, but I'll think it over.
Really? You will? I'd make a mean pizza, I'll have you know. Marsh, Loosh, Black Millie, Red Shelly. I use only the best ingredients. Sound good?
Never heard of any of that stuff.
Oh, you are so adorable, you know that? You just leave everything to me. It'll be great. Nighty-night. Psych.
Bad idea.
Examining the...
Bad idea.
Cloud's like, this woman's going to get me killed. Either by her hand, by the hands of her friends, or I'm going to kill myself.
I stayed up all night thinking about the reactor.
Be on the lookout for monsters.
When people find out I'm friends with someone who works at Shinra,
tomorrow's gonna be a success.
It's so awesome.
Sure will, Biggs. I love that moment with Jesse. I love Cloud being like, are you seriously that desperate? And at first you're like, oh, that seems really harsh, right? And then he just is like, she just doesn't even register. She doesn't even pay attention to it. She's like, please, pretty please, you gotta come over, Cloud. Please, I'll make pizza, Cloud. I'll make you pizza, Cloud, please.
She's probably asleep.
But also, Cloud, be careful. You've been out tonight. You've been out. You have potentially plans tomorrow night. You and Tifa did say you were going to go do a thing. Does that ever come up? No, because that was a side thing, and it would have to add extra voiced scenes in the main story to fit that in. So, The music is so nice, so wonderful. I love this chapter. It's very good. It's very fun. I enjoy it a lot. And more things are going to happen next time. I think this is where we're going to end it for now. This is a good spot to end it because things are about to hit the fan in a completely different direction. We are also in a new chapter, so it would be a good time to stop right now. I do like how Wedge, because Wedge kind of said what I was saying, which is that like Jesse's infatuation with Cloud could very well just be an act. It kind of feels like an act, you know, just like a lot of like talking it up. And Jesse is flirtatious, right? And I like how Wedge, who's like a good friend of hers, is even like, don't buy any of it, Cloud. It's not real, man. This is just what she does, man. She's just toying with your heart. She's a freaking heartbreaker. And I'm telling you this as one of her good friends. You should just cut your freaking cut it and run, man. And again, she says psych, and I'm not even sure. I'm not even 100% sure. I'm still not sure whether she's like psych about him coming over for pizza. Psych about what? Like, I don't know. Psych about anything? Psych about appreciating him coming and helping her tonight? Who wouldn't want to make this guy a pizza? Look at him. But yeah, I think we're gonna end this here. It's a good place to stop because I know what happens when we hit that bed. So yeah. Hey, if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this just about every single day leading up to Rebirth. Links in the description for anything that I am doing, have done, or will be doing in the future. Also, me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support towards that would be much appreciated. You can support us by supporting anything on this channel, supporting the devlog streams, links below for that, and most of all, support the Patreon, also links below for that. If you want information on our game, plenty of links down in the description down below for that. With that, don't forget to be kind, and I will see you next time. I mean, the music is lovely, the atmosphere is lovely, the whole vibe of the chapter is great. It starts with a bike chase and like an extra bike section for the game, something that we would normally only get at the end of the Midgar section. A introduction of another soldier, a great fight with him later on. Just a great like sequence where Cloud like fights alongside Wedge and Biggs. Get to be a lot of like great little character moments there. Wedge is goofy, but also like Wedge is goofy. Normally you would have a character like him be like not into fighting or get scared easily. But like through all of he has like this chaotic, sporadic like determination about him in fights where he's just like, let's freaking, yeah, what? We got giant robots that can gun me down in seconds. I'm gonna throw things at them, Cloud. Let's do this. I don't know why Big's line always stuck with me. I think it's like seeing Cloud surrounded by guys, seeing like missile turrets get set up, and then Biggs just like looks at the situation, sees Cloud standing there like facing off against those kinds of odds, and then just so like icy cool just says, give me 5 minutes and I got you. It's like, I don't know why that line always... I think I just really like Biggs. I just think he's like really cool. And I just think his voice actor freaking kills it. It's little character beats, right? Of like seeing people interacting and like sort of like watching these characters work together as a unit, you know what I mean? And having each other's backs is just really satisfying. Because again, it's all that kind of stuff that in the original game, you feel like that's a thing. You can feel like that these are the dynamics of the characters, the main cast or otherwise. But what they do in this game so masterfully, and what I hope we get to see, especially since we're gonna get the whole party, we're not gonna get to play as Vincent and Sid in Rebirth, right? They've already said that. Boggles my mind only because it's like, well, you do get, to be fair, you do get Vincent and Sid pretty late as far as like the chunk that they seem to be covering in that game, right? You do get Sid and Vincent pretty late. That would be pretty late to introduce two completely uniquely mechanicked characters. Unless they're lying. Hey, maybe they're lying and you actually do get to play as them. I don't know. They haven't shown. Regardless, I'm hoping when we get to see the entire party together, gosh, I'm waiting for like the big chorus, like full party interactions, because everybody's going to be together all the time. There's no more PTS. The PTS isn't a thing. PTS, right? Yeah, it's not a thing anymore, right? It's the entire party is always together, and I'm so excited to see that. I'm so excited to see that in action. You know, so excited to see characters speak and interact, and it's good. It's good. It's great. I love it. I cannot wait. Gosh, it's so hard not to look at what that trailer was. I don't want to see that. I mean, I don't want to see that trailer, right? I just like it's at that weird point now where it's like the game's so close, but I just want it to be out, and I want to see more of it now. Like I want to play that demo, but I'm committed to doing this first. I haven't even touched the Yuffie DLC ever in this entire time. I don't know what happens in it. I have an idea of what happens into it, right? I have an idea of what might happen to a character or two. That being said, I still want to experience it, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how it plays out. I don't know what it's about, even. I know that it stars Yuffie. I don't know what she's doing in it and why. So, you know. Also, I know there's an after-credit scene that sort of builds, sort of like alludes to what Rebirth is going to be doing. So I'm very excited to see that as well. But hey, that's next time.